How to add MailChimp subscriber to Graphy and GoToWebinar automatically. So assume that you have created a free course registration form in MailChimp, and whenever a new subscriber is created via that form, I will show you how to enroll the very same user to a course which you have created in Graphy, and how the same user can be registered to the webinar which you have created in GoToWebinar application. Want to learn how you can also automate this process? Come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my MailChimp account, and this is the basic registration form I have created using MailChimp, and in front of you I will submit this form and you will see how I will be enrolled automatically to a course of Graphy and how I will be registered into this webinar created in this GoToWebinar application. But to automate this whole process, firstly I will have to build an integration, build a connection in this MailChimp, Graphy and GoToWebinar application, which I will do with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software. I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. Okay, so I have directly pasted the name as add MailChimp subscriber to Graphy and GoToWebinar. Now I will select the folder in which I want to create my automation workflow. So I am selecting this main workflow folder. Now clicking on create, and after that you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way you need to always choose your applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that whenever a new subscriber is created in this MailChimp email marketing application, then automatically enroll the very same person in Graphy application, basically in the course of Graphy. Okay, so that is why I'll be selecting the same application here, and further I want that the same subscriber should be registered in the free webinar created in GoToWebinar application. So that is why here also as an action application I will search for the GoToWebinar application. Okay, so in this way you can add as many as action step as you want and automate your complex automations. Okay, so I have selected these 3 applications, and now the idea here is I'm going to connect these 3 applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us first connect MailChimp with Pabbly Connect. So firstly I will select the trigger event, that is new subscriber. You can also read the instructions. Triggers when a new subscriber is created. So yes, I want to perform the same, so I have selected this, and here you can notice a webhook URL and few set of instructions are provided here. Okay, so with the help of this URL only we are going to build this integration, build this connection. Okay, and how you can get it? Simply follow these instructions. Okay, so copying this webhook URL in front of you, then I will go back to my MailChimp account, and here clicking on this audience dashboard, here you will find this manage audience section. Clicking on the settings option, and when you will scroll down you will also find the webhook option. Click on this arrow button, and from here I am going to create a new webhook. I am going to add a new webhook. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you everything step by step. It is getting loaded. Okay, so here you can notice lot of webhook URLs are already created, but I am going to create a new webhook in front of you so that I can show you everything from scratch. Okay, so it is getting loaded. Give me a second. Alright, so it is asking create a new webhook. So let me first paste the very same URL which we have actually got via Pabbly Connect, and now it is asking what type of updates should we send. Okay, so I want that whenever a new subscriber is created, the data should be sent to Pabbly Connect. So I will uncheck all other options and will make sure that this option should be checked, and further you will have to select all 3 options. Okay, that is this via the API also. Okay, clicking on save, and in this way webhook URL will be saved in MailChimp, and in this way the connection in MailChimp and Pabbly Connect is done. Now in order to test this connection you will have to do one more thing. Firstly click on this recapture webhook response. Here you can notice a blank response is initiated, so we want the subscribers data here as the webhook response. So that is why I am clicking on this recapture webhook response button. Now you can also read the instructions. Log into the application where you have added the webhook webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means creation of a new subscriber in MailChimp. Okay, so I think I have already built this connection. So how about I submit this form directly, and you will see the form submission data, or we can say the subscriber data, will be captured here as a webhook response. Okay, so let me submit this form. The first name as demo I am writing, the last name as user, email address as demo user 43211 at pablitudes.com. Yes, I will proceed with the dummy detail only because I'm creating this automation just to show you how you can automate your complex processes. Okay, so I'll work with the dummy data only, asking for the mobile number. So let me add a 10-digit mobile number, a random phone number 96666 Let me also add the country code here. Now I will click on this subscribe button and will submit this form, and as soon as the submission is done, you will notice that the same person will be created as a subscriber. Basically the details of the person will be captured via Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, so the form submission is done. Coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, waiting for the response, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received immediately. Let me even show you the details one by one. Here we have the type as subscribe. Here we also have the date and time. Here we have other details also along with the subscriber details, the same phone number, the same last name, first name, email address and other details. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between MailChimp and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time a new subscriber is created here, the same subscriber will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Okay, here also you can notice the same person has been created as a subscriber. Okay, so the first step is done. Moving further, I will show you how to enroll the very same subscriber to Graphy course, basically to a free Graphy course. Okay, so now I will connect Graphy with Pabbly Connect. Firstly, I'm selecting the action event, that is create learner. Yes, before you enroll any learner to a course, you will have to make sure that the same person should be created as a learner in Graphy. Okay, so firstly I'll go with the same action event, clicking on connect, then clicking on add a new connection, and now you will have to provide the API key and this merchant ID. Okay, how you can get it? You will have to follow these instructions. Okay, so let me take you to my Graphy account. When you will scroll down, you will find the option of integration as per the instruction. Click on this third party section, then you will have to scroll down and search for the Pabbly Connect. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so scrolling down and searching for Pabbly Connect, and here we have this Pabbly Connect from where I am going to copy this API key. Alright, clicking on this button, coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and let me paste the same. Now asking for this merchant ID, so again going back, and this time I'll click on this API keys, and this is the merchant ID. Again copying the same and pasting the same here, clicking on save, and in this way my Graphy account will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And now it will simply ask you to provide the email address, name and basic details in order to create a learner in Graphy. Okay, so now from where I'm going to provide the data here, so we have already captured the subscriber data as a response of our trigger step, and the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy these details and paste below again and again for every new subscriber. I am going to map these details so that these details will be replaced automatically with every new subscriber. Okay, so how we can perform mapping? Clicking on this field and you will find the same data, the above data here in the drop down. Click on that data and in this way it will be mapped. Okay, so in the same way I'm going to map other data also in other fields. Okay, but you must be thinking again that what is the importance of mapping? So whatever the details we will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time or in next time, okay, giving a space. And let me also map the last name, which is user, okay. Again telling you these details will be replaced automatically, okay, but if you will provide any detail manually here, that detail will remain same. It will be not changed with every new subscriber data, okay. So this is the difference in providing the values via mapping and via manually, okay, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Now I will be clicking on this button directly, and yes, I am not providing any password, so that it can generate the password automatically, and it will automatically share that password with the same person on his or her email, okay. So clicking on this button, save and send test request, waiting for the response to receive here, and if that response is positive, that means the person has been created as a learner in our Graphy software, okay. So here are the user section, here are the learner section. Let us check this learner section whether the demo user has been created here or not. And did you notice this demo user is here, okay. So the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Graphy and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. But our task was not just to create a learner in Graphy. Our task was to enroll the very same person into course of Graphy, okay. So for that, I'll have to click on this plus icon once again, and here I will connect Graphy with Pabbly Connect once again, okay. So give me a second, I'll show you everything step by step, okay. So I have selected this application, and this time the action event will be enroll learner to a course, not this create learner, because we have already created a learner. Clicking on connect, and this time instead of going with the new connection, I can also reuse the existing connection. Clicking on save, and in this way my Graphy account will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking what should be the email of the person which should be enrolled to a course, okay. So again, I am going to map the details from this drop down only. All right, so I have mapped it successfully, and now it is asking that in which particular course the person should be enrolled. So here you will have to add the course URL, okay. So this is the dashboard, here is the content section, here are the courses section. Now you will have to click on the pages section. Alright, so before you visit any page, you will have to open the course in which you would like to enroll, okay. This is the course, that is Core PHP Programming. Clicking on this details section, this is the pages section, and here you will find the course page URL which I have copied, and let me paste the same here. Clicking on save, and this time I am really expecting that the same person, the same learner will be added to our course, okay. So here you can notice it is saying success. Going back to the dashboard of Graphy, and here I'll go back to the courses section, and again visiting this user section, and remember we have added which particular person, basically demo user 43211, okay. So this is the person. Clicking on this arrow button, and now I will check that this person has been enrolled in what other courses, okay. So here you can notice it is saying that this demo user is enrolled in this Core PHP Programming. So that means the connection in between Graphy and Pabbly Connect is also working absolutely fine, okay. So now onwards, what will happen, every time a new subscriber will be created in MailChimp, the same person will be created as a learner first in Graphy, and the same person will be enrolled automatically every time in this specific course, okay. So in this way, the third step of our automation is also done. Now moving further, I will show you how to register the very same person as a registrant in webinar, or we can say in GoToWebinar, okay. So that is why I'll go with the same action event, that is create registrant. Clicking on connect, then clicking on add new connection, clicking on this connect with GoToWebinar, and then you will have to provide the access of your GoToWebinar account, okay. But because I am already logged in GoToWebinar, so it has detected that access and the authorization is successful, and now it is asking for the from time is required, okay. So here you can notice it is asking to provide the from time and this to time, okay. So in whatever the webinar you want to register the person, you will have to add the timing of that webinar in this from time and in this to time, that too into this UTC format, okay. So firstly I'll take you to the GoToWebinar dashboard, and this is the free webinar I have created, and timing of this webinar is actually November 30 and from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. But the problem here is this is actually in IST format, but this Pabbly Connect is asking the timing in this UTC format. format. Okay, so first of all I am going to convert this timing with this IST to UTC converter. Yes, you can use any free converting tool for this IST to UTS. Okay, so here we have the timing of webinar as 10 a.m. and this November 30 2023. So let me add the same timing here. Well, currently the date has selected as October 31, so let me select the date of this 30th November, and now I will select the timing of this 10 a.m. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so I have selected this 10 a.m. timing along with the date of the webinar, and you can see in UTC it has provided me the timing with 4:30 a.m. Okay, so going back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and firstly I am going to copy and paste the same format here, and then I am going to change this date and time as per my webinar timing. Okay, so first of all I have changed this 2023 and the month is going to be 11 because the date was of November, and here the date will be 30. All right, and remember we have received the timing as 4:30 USD, so let me change the same. In place of 10 it is going to be 4:30. All right, so it is looking good. So I have provided the from timing. Now it's turn to provide the timing of to timing. Okay, so this webinar is actually of 1 hour. So again, coming back to the dashboard, firstly I'm going to copy and paste the same format here, and instead of this 4:30 I will change it to 5:30 because we have a 1 hour webinar. Okay, so clicking on the save button, and in this way my GoToWebinar account will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And here you can notice, because we are connected, whatever the webinars are already available inside my dashboard, inside the GoToWebinar application, have started visible here. But the thing here is we only have a single webinar only. Okay, so I'll go with the same, and now again it is asking for the basic details which are actually required in order to register any person into our webinar. So again I am going to map these details as I have told you, as I have explained you earlier. Okay, so clicking on this particular field, and again you will find the subscriber data here in the drop down. Let me search for the first name of the person. Remember it was demo. All right, I have added the same. Asking for the last name, which was user. All right, I have mapped it successfully. Let me also map the email address, which was this, and in the same way I'm going to map the phone number also. Okay, and I'm not providing the data in all other fields because remember, while collecting the subscriber data I have added the basic information only into my form, so that is why I only have the basic details. Okay, so I have provided the data into the required field. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and a response will be received, and here you can notice it is saying approved. Going back to my GoToWebinar application, let me scroll down and check for the registrant section. Okay, so this is the registration option. All right, currently we have 0 registrants. Now in front of you I am going to reload this dashboard, and I'm really expecting that the same person will be created as a registrant in this particular webinar. Okay, fingers crossed, waiting for that. Okay, scrolling down, let me click on this registration section, and here we have one registrant. Let me open the same, whether it is the same person or not, and here you can notice the same name, the same email address. So basically the same person has been registered to this particular webinar, to this free webinar automatically. Okay, so in this way, with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can entirely automate this process, and in order to automate this process you need to create this automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this 4-step workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.